Hello? You don't know me, but I know that you probably like the amazing digital circus or that the algorithm failed you. But anyway, I'm going to talk about Tack and try to be funny. Specifically Jax. Jax is a complicated character and too many people are mischaracterizing him. No, I'm not defending him, nor am I saying his actions were irredeemable or unjustified in some cases. I'm simply explaining his basis character and the way I interpret him. There are more than one way to interpret character, but there are still wrong ways to interpret one. Do not get offended if I interpret him differently because I did not hear you are offended and you say mad love. So first of all, Jax isn't a nice character, he's a jerk. He does things to people because it's funny for a reaction. It doesn't take a genius to know that that's effed up, uneasy face. However, we see in episode 6 that Jax, obviously to cope with the circus, tries to fall into an archetype. This is a very clear coping mechanism and there's a chance that there was an event that made him fall into it as a catalyst, but as of now we just don't know. His coping mechanism is to not think about consequences and act as a character, a facade. He also hides his true self and wants to have complete control of a situation at all times. We see this by how he always has keys to all the rooms, how no one knows what happens when he holds his breath or what his room looks like. Does this excuse his actions? Hell no. But it gives us reasoning behind it. He's not an irredeemable villain just because he was mean to your fave character, so chillax. He's an insecure douche that will hopefully be redeemed. Realistically, not based on Gooseworks' statements about the show, but those aren't foolproof and I would love a good character arc for him like some of the other characters. I would also like to talk about Jax's and Palmness fight as way too many people are misinterpreting it. Okay, so if you don't know, this is Ribbit. He abstracted before Kaufmo and looks like this. We don't know too much about him and there are several theories about him. Also, we don't fully know his gender. I'm just gonna use he/they for now because that's my personal headcanon, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. So Ribbit. Based on Ragatha's line, we can presume that they were Jax's friend and abstracted. This is assumed by most of the community, from what I've seen at least, to be the catalyst for Jax's unhealthy coping mechanism. However, there are a lot of theories and I have my own personal take that I'll talk about in a separate vid cause this vid ain't ABT him. In episode 6 we see Palmney and Jax getting closer, but Jax obviously has his fight later on with her. We first see Jax get sort of rattled when Ragatha makes this comment. This leads Jax to think more about how him and Palmney are getting closer. This can also be tied into some Ribbit theories, but again that's for another day. Later on we see Jax reminded of Ribbit in this scene. Then these two pieces come together when Palmney hugs him and he realizes that he let Palmney get closer to him like Ribbit once was. The main theory is that Jax was the reason Ribbit abstracted and that's why he puts up these walls and copes in this unhealthy manner. This is why Jax pretended that he was lying to Palmney. He doesn't want anyone else to get close to him. Obviously Palmney doesn't believe his BS and calls him out on it. This freaks Jax out as he isn't used to people seeing through his facade. Also, the voice acting is phenomenal in this scene, it's really well done. Anyway, Jax is freaked out and leads to this panic attack in the bathroom here. This can be interpreted differently, but I believe that he wasn't abstracting, simply having a panic attack. Panic attacks don't mean you're going crazy, and TBH a lot more PPL need to know that. Also, Palmney Def didn't buy that BS, based on her looking back and, presumably, saving him a seat. Don't worry, funny bunny lovers. I don't mind people interpreting that Palmney got mad at Jax though. I actually saw a theory that this pic that Glitch posted was a photo Palmney threw out and that Jax then saw it, which is a super cool interpretation. I don't think Palmney actually believed him, but we'll have to wait and see, and other theories like this one are def valid. Feel free to disagree with my takes and share your own theories in the comments, but do so respectfully or I will delete your comment.